my spooky year-round fam. My name is Rocio and I'm the owner and artist behind Sparkling Punk. Welcome back to another studio vlog. This is an introduction because I am posting a studio vlog from April of 2022. And it is now January 18th of 2023 when I'm recording this introduction. Just kind of a heads up, this is when my life literally just took a plummet and went down a really bad path. I had mentioned in my last studio vlog in March that is like kind of when it started. Well, this is when the plane crashed and things did not go well. You will start to see that the stress started getting to me and my face was not having a great time. I am currently breaking out right now from being stressed out because those same issues from that time last year are kind of starting to resurface this year. Not as heavily as they were last year, but a little bit more just around right now. It's a really hard time for me again this year, but I'm trying not to let that get in the way. And I eventually stopped vlogging this month. Like, I record a couple of clips and then it just stops because in the middle of April is when my life kind of completely flipped upside down. And I wasn't home for a while and a lot of depression sunk. Yeah, that's the furthest I'll go into saying that. But a lot of family issues happened. And yeah, so I just kind of wanted to introduce myself real quick before I get into this vlog and we go back in time into April of 2022. As you can see, I'm doing much better mentally now. And like I said, I'm actually working on it. I'm actually trying to just get into the groove of things now this year. New year, not new me, but more focused on me year type thing. So yeah, I'm trying to take care of my skin now. I'm trying to eat better now. I'm trying to get back in shape because I did end up gaining 30 pounds from this debacle that ended up happening starting in March, April of last year. So yeah, let's go ahead and get into this video. Because you won't see me in the outro and I don't think I even signed off, I just want to go ahead and say thank you so much for everybody that supports me as an artist in my business, and I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe at the end of the video, especially if you stay on, depending on how long it is. Thank you so much for watching, fam. Let's go ahead and back in time into April of 2022. Hello everybody and welcome to another video. My name is Rocio with Sparkling Punk. It is early in the morning, so I am looking like blah. Excuse my appearance, and I've also been breaking out, so I'm sorry. This is the vlog for April. We're in an April vlog now. It is April 1st and I started by literally first thing I did is I woke up and I replied to my Eat a Bag manufacturer's message. I didn't know they were still online, and they ended up messaging me back, and then they got offline when I messaged them back. But that is how I woke up. And then work. I am on my work break right now. I'm gonna go get some coffee. But I was, just checking out some emails, doing all that, and I did go ahead and order my Spooky Mail Club pins for April, which it is a murderous jack-o'-lantern rabbit that I did for the pin, and then I did some really cool stickers that I'm like, chef's kiss, beautiful, proud about. So that's pretty much how my April 1st is starting. This manufacturer works from like 8:30 a.m. to 8:30 p.m. is what I've noticed. And they are off now. I don't know if they're off on the weekends, so I might not get a response back from them until Monday, but we'll see. I have that page open and yeah, we'll see. But there's so much going on right now. But yeah, I'm gonna go get my coffee, do all of that, and then I gotta get back to working my full-time job because that needs to be done. And I'm submitting a huge proposal today, so I need to make sure that the last little things are done for that. But yeah, my cat just scared the bejesus out of me. Mystique, why did you scare me? Say hello, Mystique. Say hi to the... No? You're gonna be a sassy butt? Say hi to the camera, Mystique. Hey. Oh, yeah, hello. Oh! Oh, she wanted to rub up on the camera. That's Mystique, though. She's saying hello and good morning. So, I started making little candy corn drawstring bags that are going to be like little bags, like actual bags. I got the idea from my friend Kathleen, owner of Kawaii Art Cafe. She makes strawberry bags. I did get her permission though to do this before I went full blown with it. And you always want to make sure if you're inspired by an artist's work, definitely make sure to see what you're thinking of doing, if that would be okay with the artist. So I made sure, and she said, yeah, it was fine. You know, we are completely different theme companies. We have different concepts. Hers are strawberries and mine are candy corns, and they're just similar shapes. So I made sure to check with her first, and I'm really excited because they're going to be really cute. I'm working on them. So far I've made 3 of the little bases. That's the first one over there. Oh, my cat says hello. Hey, pretty kitty. Wow, pretty kitty. Beautiful. Beauty queen. Beauty queen, what are you looking at? Hey. Beauty queen. Beauty queen. But anyway, I'm really excited about it. I've been working on them all day today since I got home, because we went to breakfast, and it's been a pretty slow day because we woke up really early for breakfast. So I'm really excited to see if I can finish all 3 of these. It's a bunch of testing, seeing how long I want these straps. I'm also gonna make some big ones like side bags. I'm gonna try to make a big version of this in a side bag, so I'm super excited about it.
Because midway through not recording in this vlog and just dropping out of the face of the earth, I thought I'd do a voiceover on this section so y'all had more of an idea of what was going on. So my closet was driving me nuts. I'm kind of a clean freak. If you know me and you found me maybe on TikTok, you know that something that might look organized to you does not look organized to me, because I'm like, oh my gosh, my office is an absolute mess, and y'all look at my videos and you're like, where's the mess? And I'm like, it's right there. It's right there. Can't you see? So at least once or twice a year, I tend to go and have a huge closet clean out. I don't know why, but I have been doing this since I was a very little kid. And by that, I literally mean when I was like 7 years old, I started cleaning out my closet randomly at like 3 in the morning. And I have done that every year since I was that age, no joke. My parents literally would come into my bedroom when I was in high school and would be like, hey, like, you need to go to school tomorrow morning, because I had a 0 period, meaning I had to leave the house by 6 a.m. to be at school by 6:30. And I would be cleaning my closet. I don't know why. I know I definitely have ADHD, and I could even be a bit OCD, because the older I have gotten, I even have to wash my hands like 20,000 times a day, which is why my hands crack a lot of the time now that I'm older. Not only because I'm always working. As you can see, I'm kind of over how much stuff I have had to take out of my closet, but honestly, I had way too many things to the point where I couldn't even find what I needed on the regular basis. I do actually end up cleaning again later this, next year, which it's now 2023 when I'm doing this voiceover, and I actually ended up redoing my entire office and studio, which I will eventually hopefully post a vlog about, because that is being recorded. But as my procrastination self is, I have kind of stalled because I'm actually making, here's a little hint for y'all, curtains. So Yeah, but also I wanted to completely switch out my white grids. As you can see, I was using grids in here. I had these from when I first started vending back in 2018, and I had no clue what I wanted my theme was to be. And I was like, how can I repurpose these and reuse these? But the grids were honestly starting to cause a little bit of issues for me in my closet, and I wanted actual shelving. So I decided to buy some cheap shelves off of Amazon, which I do end up later on inserting, but I don't think I ever got to that point in this video, because I think after this day, no joke, after this day is when I found out that my life literally got flipped upside down and will never be the same. So it was pretty insane having to put all this stuff back into my closet when I was literally just not in the mental state to do so, and it took me a really long time. But as you can see, I kind of do have baskets in there and yarn and all of that. So there was things that I took out. A lot of the things that I took out was fabric that I no longer needed, was no longer my style, and I donated it to Austin Creative Reuse, which is a really cool artist reuse type store here in Austin, Texas. If you ever are in Austin, Texas and are an artist, I highly recommend checking it out. It's like a Goodwill for artists and has so many amazing items. I have actually repurposed a lot of the yarn that I've gotten there that people like maybe had half a ball of yarn and I was able to use it, or really old yarn that they didn't end up using. I have literally bought yarn from like the 1980s that I have used in my projects. One of them actually being the crochet candy corns that I actually made in this video. That was really old yarn that I got from Austin Creative Reuse, and you get things for super cheap. You could buy a yarn ball that would normally cost you maybe like $9 at the store for like 25 cents, like Austin Creative Reuse. And it's cool because we're literally making sure that those products get used and not go into waste. So it's really cool. As you can see, I also had a bunch of USPS boxes in my office that I was like, why are these even in here? It's really expensive to ship flat rate anyway. And all of these freaking bubble mailers that I ended up getting for free through Amazon reviewing that like have just been in my closet for I don't know how many years, but I do utilize them. It's just very rarely because they're not my colors. If you are wondering why my facial expressions are literally yelling out like what the heck is going on, it's because I always binge watch TV while I'm, doing anything really. I can't just sit and do one thing at a time. I have to be multitasking, and if it's too quiet, it's weird to me. And if I'm just listening to music, sometimes I'm just weirded out because I feel like it's just there's not enough going on. I'm pretty sure that's because of my ADHD. It's really weird. I constantly have to be doing multiple things at once. But that's why my face is speaking really, really loudly. What else? Oh, there was also all these little boxes because at the time I was making press-on nails, but I realized press-on nails are definitely not for me. So maybe I can go ahead and repurpose them later on in my business and see what else I can do. If I ever decide to make, necklaces again, that would be super cool to use those. I now started just going ahead and tearing down all of the cubes because I needed this entire closet to just be completely empty. This entire thing does end up being a complete nightmare, and I do feel like I'm drowning in it. When I do a mega closet clean out like this is how it tends to go, but I highly recommend doing these at least once a year because they do help, just clear the mind once you actually reorganize everything. That's kind of how I feel, and that's why I end up doing it. And it just feels great at the end of the day. And I also just like to see change when it comes to my area. When I started working from home full time, one of the things that I learned is that if your space isn't looking the way that makes you happy, then you're not going to be able to focus and actually get things done. And you're more likely to just lack any not confidence, but any motivation to do anything. So I highly recommend making sure that your space is to what makes you happy. And it just was no longer making me happy. It was stressing me out, as you can see, just having so many things. And I felt like a clown car where just I kept pulling things out and out and out. And I was like, how is all this in here? But I'm also really good at playing that game called Tetris. Car Tetris is literally one of my really good strengths. I was able to Tetris a lot of the things that we did for cons, whether I was traveling and even on family vacations. I did that in my old, places where I lived with my family too. We always lived in really small apartments, so I only had a small space and had to figure out how things were gonna fit. And I like to collect things now that I'm older, so I always have to figure out what I'm doing. I'm gonna go ahead and let y'all just watch me take out more of the mess out of my closet, and I will be back with y'all very soon once we have more of the nightmare. Now, talk about a process that is never ending. If I was the definition of hoarders that are artists, that is definitely me. I had way too much stuff that I couldn't even walk in my office. Like, now that was definitely hoarders buried alive wanting to happen here. I definitely did not let that happen though. But yeah, I got rid of at least half of the fabric that you see there that's not Halloween. And I just was like, no, like, I just can't do this. I can't do this. I figured out a better way to reorganize everything. I did have to, like, kind of organize things before I put those shelves in there. But I kid you not, I dragged those shelves over these piles. Like, I don't know how I did it. It just happened. But my entire closet and entire look actually ended up coming out a lot better. Like I said, now it is 2023, and I actually did reorganize my closet a little bit better now. But those shelves are still in there. Having those shelves has been a great thing, and just cleaning up the office a little bit made me feel a little bit better until my life, like I said, started pummeling down. I hope to go ahead and post that 2023 updated video for y'all at some point. It is mainly going to be the outer area of my office though, not the closet, but I want to go ahead and share with y'all that not everybody's perfect, and being an artist can be a little stressful because we like to shop and getting supplies can be a little hectic. There I am. But yeah, I honestly have no words to this, but here's how the closet looks without any of the shelving. I just want to show you before it was all in there. And there is the cosplay side of my closet as well that we did not tackle.